Okay, on Thursday when I'm gone, when you come in, you'll take the quiz. There won't be any review for the quiz. We've already reviewed. You have a practice quiz. You can take it 7, 8 times if you want. I have people every year do it multiple times to get ready for the quiz. Okay? If you don't get ready for a quiz, you might bomb it. Okay? So don't bomb the quiz, please. All right. Then after the quiz, I'll have a video. So it'd be nice if you would have headphones that plug into these computers somehow. So if you could bring headphones, you can listen to the video as I teach, because not everything is just like these two problems. Okay? So then you'll have an assignment after the quiz. So we'll be busy on Thursday. Okay, and that's it for this week. 2 classes is all. All right, so here we go. Triangle trig. So when we have a triangle, and we'll call this angle theta. Okay, in my right triangle, I have the side opposite the right angle is called the hypotenuse. From the angle, I have an opposite side and an adjacent side. So the sine of my angle is the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse. The cosine of my angle is the ratio of the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. The tangent of our angle is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent side. Those are the 3 functions we learned in geometry. Now we have their cofunctions. The cofunction of sine is cosecant, which is abbreviated CSC. So the cosecant of our angle is the hypotenuse over the opposite. It's just the reciprocal. The cofunction is the reciprocal to that function. The cofunction to cosine is secant, which is SEC, which is the hypotenuse over the adjacent. Just the reciprocal of what we had with cosine. And the cofunction of tangent is cotangent. So the cotangent of our angle is the adjacent over the opposite. So if I have a point out here at like negative 4, positive 3. Negative 4, positive 3. I draw a line from my origin to that point. And then I drop a line to the x-axis. We never draw a line over to the y-axis. It's always dropping it to the x-axis. So, even though this is a negative, what's the distance of this side of the triangle to get to negative 4? 4. And what's the distance from here up to here? 3. What's 3 squared plus 4 squared? Well, it's 9 plus 16, which is 25. So how do we find the hypotenuse? C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So C squared equals 25. So C would equal 5. Now I'm going to throw my negative on here. Okay, I'm going to throw my negative on there so we know that that's negative. So if theta is always by the origin, okay? So the sine of this triangle function for the angle is opposite. What's my opposite of that angle? 3. The hypotenuse is 5. The cosine of theta is negative 4. Adjacent is next to it. Over hypotenuse is 5. The tangent. What's the tangent of the function? Well, it's opposite over adjacent, which is 3 over negative 4, or negative 3/4. Cosecant of the function. You just take the reciprocal of each of these. 5 over 3. The secant of the function is negative 5/4. And the cotangent of the function is negative 4/3. We good? Okay. Your homework will look like this. Where's 2, negative 2 at? What quadrant? Fourth quadrant. 1, 2 over, 1, 2 down. 2, 2. What's 2 squared plus 2 squared? 8. So this is the square root of 8, which is the same as the square root of 4 square root of 2, or 2 square root of 2. Here's theta. This is a negative. Okay? So, what's opposite over hypotenuse from theta? Negative 2 over 2 square root of 2. These cancel, and I can't leave a square root in the denominator. So I have to multiply numerator and denominator by the square root of 2. So it's negative square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of A is also 2 over square root of 2. So if we multiply top and bottom by square root of 2, it's 2 square root of 2 over 2. Whoa. Where did I make a mistake? 2 over 2 square root of 2. There we go. Didn't cancel. So if we multiply by square root of 2 on top and bottom, I get square root of 2 over 2. Tangent. What's opposite over adjacent? Negative 2 over 2, which is negative 1. Cosecant, you flip this over, but don't flip it at that stage. Flip it at the original problem. So it's hypotenuse, 2 square root of 2 over the opposite, negative 2. These cancel, so it's negative square root of 2. Secant is adjacent, or hypotenuse, 2 square root of 2 over the adjacent, which is 2, which is normal square root of 2. And cotangent is adjacent over opposite, which is negative 1. Okay. Should we do another problem or are we good? You good? All right. So you'll have a 2-problem assignment to do. One like this one and then another one with, you're going to have, for your second problem, you're going to have kind of an ugly, because here it's, mine is -2, -3. So if this is -2, this is -3, 4 plus 9 is, the square root of 13 is going to be your hypotenuse. So that's a little ugly, but not the end of the world. Okay? So we will stop the video.